Hello there, my name is Corey Durbin, and I'd like to welcome you to Running Eyes, a podcast where we take a meaningful deep dive into the relationships, strategies, and global mission of ASH to change healthcare and change lives. Alliance for Shared Health, ASH, is an IRS-approved 501c3 international health share ministry whose first purpose is to serve its U.S.-based members, but also facilitate the sharing needs of its international health share predecessor in Ethiopia. Why am I here? Well, I'm the CEO of Shared Health Alliance, and we are the vendor consultant to ASH. We have a contractual obligation to help with the vendor selection, the marketing initiatives, regulatory support, and also to provide best-in-class solutions to support and strengthen the health sharing programs of the ministry. As CEO of Shared Health Alliance, I am entrusted with helping to cast the vision for what and who the organization is trying to be. And one of the ways we do that is by helping you understand who the critical players are that are connected to this entity. I really believe the more you know about us, the more you know about the people who are involved, the more educated a decision you can make as to if you want to be a part of this mission. It really isn't my desire to try and convince you or to try and sell you. Rather, what I want you to do is to understand what is the heart of the organization and the people who are here to support it. Then I feel like you can make a decision for yourself as to whether this is a good place for you to connect yourself on a day-to-day basis. So I'd like to welcome you to Running Eyes. As we begin this podcast, I kind of wondered, how in the world did I get here? And is this really something that I'm supposed to do? And I felt like as we've gone along here, we've grown immensely over the first couple of years at Shared Health Alliance, and we've seen a whole lot of things come our way. And I almost to a fault think we've ignored how personal we need to be with the agents who refer members to ASH, and with the agents that are contracted with Shared Health Alliance, and also making sure that the members understand what is really the heartbeat behind Alliance for Shared Health. So our role is to get more heavily involved in making sure you, the listener, whether you're an agent that refers, whether you're a current member, whether you're considering joining Alliance for Shared Health, really has a good feel for who the people are that are behind this thing. There really are an amazing group of people that have decided to become involved, from Mike Hinches, who runs Alliance for Shared Health, who I've known for nearly 30 years now, and the board members who most of them are running their own nonprofits and doing amazing work, or who are heavily involved if they're not running their own nonprofit, and who have fantastic business expertise. You'll meet friends of mine who run other international health share ministries that have connected the people at ASH to their predecessor relationship. Shared Health Alliance is daily in the business of executing effective vendor relationships. Health share entities, if they were just out there trying to share in all the needs that an insurance program would normally share in, and operate the exact same way an insurance company operated, they just wouldn't stay in business. It wouldn't be able to support itself. And it's not even business from a standpoint of, can that entity make a profit? It's business, the business of making sure that there's enough available in the needs fund to share in the needs that are out there. So it's really important as we go through that, so to make sure that this thing is funded appropriately. And one of the ways it's funded appropriately is by utilizing the vendor solutions that are in the space that are out there that don't create or put stress on the needs funds. And there's so many ways we do that. I am an owner of two different companies. One is called Shared Health Alliance, and the other is called Sharks. That's capital S, capital H, capital A, capital R, lowercase x, and that's basically stands for the Shared Health Alliance RX program. And both of these programs support the ASH programs, but in particular, Sharks is a vital part of that. And so you'll meet some of the players at Sharks. Sharks currently works with about 170 self-funded employer groups around the country, helping them source high-cost medications, redirecting those instead of them becoming an expense to the health plan. Now, we source those in alternate fashions so the employees still get what they need, but drastically reducing the employer's cost. In that same way, that becomes an asset to members of the health share. And so now we've created a scenario where our members, when they get prescribed a high-cost specialty med, a diabetic medication and insulin, we have a source. We have multiple sources to help our members through the Sharks program and through Sharks as an entity. It's well staffed. The advocates are deeply passionate about what they do. So you'll begin to meet them through our process. You'll meet the virtual primary care providers. You'll meet our lab partners. You'll meet so many of the players that care so much about this organization and changing the face of healthcare. You'll probably meet some of the brokers that refer members into ASH and that I've known for a long time as well. And I think throughout this process, you'll really begin to get a feel for who we are, how we've developed as an organization, and the role that Shared Health Alliance plays as a vendor consultant for Alliance for Shared Health. And we'll get into all that and the two different names that sound so close, but very different entities and very different boards of directors and run and controlled by two different groups, certainly. I have business partners with Shared Health Alliance and with Sharks, and a separate board of directors runs ASH and makes the decisions for ASH on a day-to-day basis. As an entity, we provide solutions and suggestions to Mike Hinchis at ASH and their team, and then they take those things to the board and make decisions and do all the things that a 501c3 has to do to stay compliant. One of the things I can tell you that I'm deeply involved in is the regulatory discussions that happen in our world, and they're critical. I'm privy to those because of our relationship, and I can tell you, you'll meet some of the legal advisors to Alliance for Shared Health. Their background is amazing. You'll get very comfortable with where they've been, working closely in the White House, working closely at the DOJ, the backgrounds that are very influential and are a part of what ASH is doing because they know the people that are involved and they know the heart of the people that are involved. So I'm looking forward to going on this journey. And I hope that as we do this, you really get a sense of what the mission is. That slogan that ASH developed, change healthcare, change lives, it is as genuine as it gets. And I really feel like you'll get a sense of that is very true in every person's life that's involved with ASH and even involved with Shared Health Alliance and Sharks and the vendors that are connected to what we're doing. So go on this journey with me, if you will. We are going to have some fun with it. We're going to develop and delve into some deep relationships, some long-standing relationships, and we'll start to learn more about why in the world we call it running eyes. And I believe as we do that, your eyes will be running too, and you'll be looking to see kind of how this thing came together, and you'll either be excited about being part and connected to something that is bigger than just ourselves, or you'll say, you know what, that's not for me, and that's okay with us. Everybody's got a place where they need to be, and everybody's got to figure out what that is. And for us, we hope that means you're here with us on this journey. And if you're not, I earnestly hope that you find out what your purpose is and what your mission is, and something that you can believe in. Because at the end of the day, when we wake up, we want to have a reason to wake up, and we want to have a reason to get out of bed and focus on something that isn't just serving ourselves. And I think when we do that, we have a chance to have a very fulfilling life. And in the middle of all the chaos, in the middle of all the fear that's kind of out there with COVID and political unrest and so much uncertainty, I think our current challenge is to stand strong and to keep persevering. So again, look forward to going with you on this journey, and thank you for joining me. We'll be back to you soon.